Jim from Salvinos J R Models, and it has been a little bit of a hiatus. We have been waiting for the past 3 years for our decals for the November kits to clear customs. They've been sitting there. I don't know who's been picking their nose, deciding whether they're going to send it to us or not, but we finally got the decals and kits are starting to flow again. So the first, I just got for the November kit. It is the 1984 Chevrolet Monte Carlo driven by Geoff Bodine. This was Hendrick Motorsports, their first race win. So it's got some history. And Hendrick is one of our fantastic teams that we license with. So it's really neat to be able to go back and bring up some old stuff. So we've got so many builders that they may have been able to buy the kits back then, but weren't able to get, like Geoff Bodine's livery or some of the other guys that we've done and guys that we're planning on doing. So it brings some great stuff to those fans of Geoff Bodine in this case, some stuff for the collections from then, and it also brings kits for the new generation of builders who maybe like me, they hadn't built something in since we were teenagers. We got some of you guys got into having a family and raising kids, and kids are gone now. You're having fun gluing stuff together and cutting your fingers, and others of us like me who in the late 70s found dirt bikes. So others of you guys found girls or muscle cars or whatever it was. So our hobbies went different ways, but now we're able to get some really cool stuff. And that's what Rick and I want to do, is be able to continue to provide for you new stuff, old stuff, but even on that old stuff, to bring back some of your memories, some of your teams, some of your drivers that you followed. And Rick's been picking some good ones. So let's take a look. I'll shut up for here, and let's take a look and see what's inside this box. Bringing up the drawbridge there. So there you go. There is the Geoff Bodine 84 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Thank you very much to Hendrick and to Chevy for allowing us to do these. Here is the Monte Carlo body, notchback, and round and squishy things are round and marginally squishy. And we got our metallic colored some of our engine parts, radiators, heads, valve covers, your wheels, stuff like that. So we've got those in this. So if you want to paint them, you can paint them. If you don't want to paint them, you don't have to paint them. Now here's our glass. Remember, we had to go back, and this is the second shot at that windshield, because when they made this body, they did not make these A-pillars very acceptable to having a windshield fit. So though they may look it, they're not symmetric. They're a little bit different length, shape. So we had to make the windshields to fit. But there's the second go round at the windshield, and it fits pretty good. Okay, so this is my fourth time trying to record this video. Last time I got a phone call in the middle of it, and I forgot to turn on record. So here's our parts. Now, what is so cool about the mold for these is the mold in one operation. It does those, and I believe it does this all in one, and the body is, I'm not sure how the layout is. I wish I had a picture of it, but in one shot it does the entire car. That's why all the parts, you'll see on the old monograms, all of our parts are one color. Our kits like we've designed with the Charger and the the Roadrunner, where and our Oldsmobile, where we have some of the trees might be the like the petties. Some of the trees are blue. Some trees are going to be metallic. There might be black on there. I'm not sure, but it's because those are all in separate molds. These, it's all one shot that does everything. So for you guys who want white so that you can paint it any color you like, there you go. So that's what's going on with the internal parts. So something are adding to our online store is we are adding a lot of 3D printed accessory parts. One of those parts is replaces this front end, and it replaces some of the things. It replaces this in the back, and it gives you some stuff with some better detail. The big part about it is it raises the front axle a 16th of an inch, which means it drops the nose of the car down a 16th of an inch, and it gives it a much racier look. The differential in the back, it's different. It has better details to it. It has the kit has 4-wheel discs that you can put on these and on these instead of these springs that are on here, or these rear end for the springs. It comes with a piece here, a piece here, piece here, and piece here, and it comes with 4 metal springs. So you'll be able, if you want that detail, you can put the metal springs in there, metal springs there, and I believe Rick is going to be charging $15 for that whole kit. So it's pretty cool. That is going to be up in the store pretty soon. And we are adding a whole new side to the Salvinos store, online store, where we're going to have more and more of the 3D printed parts. I was looking to see if I've got a set of that rear suspension, but I just sent off a whole bunch of them to Rick and Marco to get ready for the store. So let's take a look at the decals that come in here. I know this looks kind of a orangey on your screen, but they are nice bright red. Let's turn that around. We've got the All-Star Racing City Chevrolet for the hood. Yeah, Clay did a beautiful job of filling in where we needed to fill in that we didn't have, because licensing companies, sponsors changed over time. So this is what we've got to work with. But Clay did, as usual, Clay did a beautiful job on the decals. So for those of you waiting for your November kits, they are going to be on their way. Probably, what is today? Today is December 4th. So they are probably going to start shipping some of them possibly today, probably before probably tomorrow, so we can start getting those to you. And we now also have the decals for December. So the kits for the decals for the December kits are there. So those should be able to ship out on time. So we've got a bunch of stuff going on and planned, and for the company and also for you guys. So company, the big changes that we're doing is on the website where we're putting more time and effort into the web store. So we're going to have we're getting back. We did a test last year or so with the paints and the knives and the brushes and stuff like that and the glues. So we've got those back in. Marco's starting to put more in there, so we'll have those. And then we'll have a full lineup of the 3D printed accessories that I've been doing, and those will be available. And we're talking about even some more. One of the things we're talking about is I have a full 3D printed team, a pit crew. So those are going to be available. I got to start making those for them, but those will be available if you want to do a pit crew for your next gen car. The drivers, we have the 3 different next gen drivers: the seated, the standing cheering, and then the one where he's got his right foot in through the window, so he's climbing into the car. For those of you who want to do some really cool stuff. We've got the IndyCar driver that is available. We've got the the road course aero kit that I'm not sure how Rick is doing on selling those yet. If not, they will be soon. For those of you who want to change your IndyCar to the road course and small oval version. So we've got a bunch of stuff going on, and also they're working on. They have moved from our old location in Ontario, California, and they've moved actually very close to their house, and they're also going to be setting up a retail location. So that will be coming up, I would guess, sometime in the new year, the next year, January probably. So for those in the Corona Temecula area, because it's midway between, that will be a place where you'll be able to go and actually meet the guys. Not me, but you'll be able to meet them because I'm 1,400 miles away from there. And you'll be able to buy models, buy the accessories, buy the glue, paint, brushes, and stuff like that. So for those of you who don't have a shop close to you, a hobby shop where you can go, I know a couple of our guys, it's an hour, 2 hour drive just to the closest one. Now you'll be able to get your kits, your paints, your brushes, your tools, everything you need, one stop. And there's a couple more things that we're working on for next year. We've got some other classics lined up. So once again, we're looking at an exciting new year, and plus for Daytona, we're gonna have the new 2026 Chevrolet. Can't tell you what it looks like, but we're gonna have the new 2026 Chevrolet and some other kits, and we're gonna finally have the 2025 design, but it will be 2026 Toyotas. So those will be coming probably second quarter. That'll be after April, I'm guessing. So those molds are just about ready to start cutting the steel. So a lot of stuff going on for 2026. Wrapping up 2025 with some cool stuff, and one of our first kits is going to be. I don't know which side I'm going to put it, but I got a picture of the Kyle Larson championship winning kit. That's going to be our last of the 2025 Chevrolets before the new ones roll in. I believe that's a January kit. So lots of stuff going on. Hey, thank you for Rick Salvino and myself. Thank you for buying and building Salvinos J R Models. You're letting a couple old guys live out our fantasies, making stuff with our names on them, the cool stuff Rick wants to build, and me as an artist having my own name on the box and putting out some cool stuff. I have a ball doing what I'm doing, guys. Both of us do. So we'll be making models for a long time, and hopefully you guys will too. So thanks again for buying and building Salvinos J R Models.